Hi everyone, this is Sylvie with Craft Perfect. Today I want to show you another beautiful spring card which I made with Forever Blossoms. Couple of years ago, I think Stampin' Up has another cherry blossom stamp set for the Easter time, and I like it very much. So when this year I saw this stamp set, I got to have it. And the best thing about it, it has the matching dies. They are not only can cut out these images, but also have a lot of more options, create different kind of cherry blossoms. So this will give you more options to create your projects. So right now I'm going to show you how to make these simple but beautiful cards. So as usual, I will have all the measurement on my website, so you know the supplies you need for the project, okay? So I'm using the tour party card base, and you also need to have one square and the DSPs. And I am using this polarized doilies. And I like this a lot because one side has this light finish, so it's gifted that shine. But the other side is just like regular paper. So if you want to change it into different color, you can use the spritzer or the dauber to change this into any color you want for your project. And for this project, I am only using half of it because half of them is hide. So you can actually just cut them in half so you can save some of your supplies, okay? So first, I'm going to stamp this cherry blossom. Ooh. With the bigger stamp, I like to use the ink pad to ink my stamp upside down like this, so I can make sure I have every area covered. Then you just stamp it. Okay, and the color I'm using is light petal pink and the dark, and the granny apple green is a light. If you know, in the past, I always tell you if you only have to choose one, I will always choose the light, because when you go over the light color several times, it will become darker. But the best is if you can have both. So today I'm just going to show you two colors, some of that, okay? So we can save some time. You don't need to watch me coloring the whole thing. So what I do is I just use the light petal pink to color the flower, and I'm using the darker. And when you use the brush tip, you just make sure you go through like that so you won't mess up your tip, okay? So I'm just using for the center like that. And for the green part, because it's larger, so I always use like the brush side. If it's a smaller area, I like to use the other side. And so you can just color your leaf like that, and you want it darker, so you just go over more times like that. So you can see like here I only go through once, so color is lighter, and here is darker. So then you can use the dies to cut this out. So I want to make sure the dies don't move when I run through the cutting machine, so I use a washi tape, okay, to make sure they stays. Then you run through the machine. I already have this pre-done, so it's come up like that. Okay, so now we are gonna to stamp the sentiment. The sentiment, I am using the one from the Celebration Free set, which is with a great big wish for happiness. You can use any sentiment you have on hand. Okay, so this can be a birthday card, this can be the get well card, any card you want. So I am just going to stamp this. at the corner, okay? So the next, I am gonna to glue this on here. If you see like there's a smoky on this video because I'm using my diffuser right now. I like spring, but I don't like the allergies I have in the springtime. I just cannot stop my nose running. So if you see the smoke, that's my diffuser. That's really help with my allergies. Okay, so you glue the ribbon like that. So I am kind of just doing one side, like you can actually kind of look how much. Okay, so I just put a little bit glue behind the doilies. I think here will be good. Okay, then you just put the glue all over your white piece of paper, okay? Now you already have this piece flower ready. So what I'm gonna to do is using the pop dot, okay? So there's a cut. I like this die so they even cut the space between the flowers. So you can just put this pop dot behind the flowers. Okay, I think 4 should be enough. Okay, so I want to the flower angle this way. And the ribbon I'm using is the pink petal ribbon with this gold trim. I like it very much. And this is in the mini catalog. So we only have that when supplies last. So if you really like this, you can keep some of them on hand. I always like to buy extra ribbons because sometimes Stampin' Up, they don't have those, they don't have the ribbon in every color in the current catalog. So sometimes it's not easy to find the matching ribbon. So I always get extra when there's the color available. So you just tie a bow and glue the ribbon to the card. And there is a champagne rhinestone here. So I'm just gonna to add this to the center of the flower. Ooh. Okay, so then your card is done. So hope you like the project I shared with you today. If you have any question, you need any help about creating your project, please go to Craft Perfect, contact me. It's nice to stamp with you today. Hope to see you next time soon.